Hey guys, Wolfire Mods here, and welcome to our first ever voiced over video. For those of you who may or may not know, all of our videos up to this point have mostly been Rockstar editor made, mostly in relation to my brother's melee combat mod, the UEFA. I am his older brother. I'm the one who does model edits, my own flair on the animation edits, but this guy right here honestly is an example of kind of my GTA 4 model edits I've been doing recently. But this time I kind of wanted to do something different and voice record, kind of helping to explain how my mod works here. This is one of my animation mods that I have made back in 2021. I kind of was working on it before then, but I uploaded it on the 5 Mods 2021. The mod being the cover animations mod. This is kind of just transitions the players' animations into the AIs, just making it the strafes that they have, the cool ones that they seem to play during the combat. I always thought that the players was really bland and what they sort of had to offer, so the AI's strafes I thought always looked really cool. So without further ado, I'm going to kind of get into it here. So first off, what we're going to be doing is the one-handed strafes. So I got to stop smoking here, but this is what I've sort of put up in terms of a map here, just kind of showing all the different cover points I can offer. But so let's see, this is the one-handed. And kind of strafe forward into cover, puts you there. It's got the intros, kind of making it quick and fast. Outros as well. And I've even gotten, if you can believe it or not, I've even gotten the directionals to work. You can go left, take your guy left like that. And if you want to go right into cover, I thought this one kind of works the best if I can get it to do it. Sometimes it's a bit of a bitch. But yeah, there we go. This one works pretty well. Works really fast. Strafes them into cover pretty quickly. Of course, this works two-handed, which is assault rifles, shotguns, stuff like of that nature. Works pretty much the same way, except has a little bit of a different animation to it. Let's see. Let's show the forward strafe here. Oh, he decided to do the high right. That works too. Love that one. I love that outro. That's always been one of my favorites. Let's see if I can get him to do... there we go. High right. He's choosing to do high left again. That one still looks pretty cool. Sort of a base outro there, but you can kind of get to do that as well if you stand out a bit farther from the cover. And if we wanted to showcase, I'm going to showcase the low cover. This is two-handed. Strafes into there. Perfect. Of course, I've added some idles that sort of gives the AI peak animations to the player. Even given some pin down ones if you're like getting shot at and stuff. So it kind of plays like this. Yeah, it just kind of plays out. Let's see if we'll do some other ones. I mean, that one's pretty much the same as the other one, just has his hand up a little higher. But this is the outro center, kind of puts him in a little faster. This is usually dumpsters and cars if you're behind them. Let's see if I can get him to... He's doing the low left. Sometimes it doesn't always play because it needs like a tag that unfortunately was given to AI, which is minimum time given to direct AI's cover. There was nothing listed for the player, unfortunately. So he just got pretty much the base stuff, which doesn't really work too well sometimes in terms of directions. But if you're close enough to the cover, it's weird. It does actually play out correctly. Let me see if I can get it to show it. If you're like, let's say right here, kinda. Let me see if it'll do it. That's a forward one. Forward ones always work the best. But let me see if I can get the. Yeah, like that. Like it's kind of just walking left instead of just standing in place, sort of guiding him like that. This one's still, sometimes the sound doesn't always play, but it's just where it's holding it in place. Again, I've tried to fix that. It's not 100%, but it still looks pretty cool. And for the combat, it's definitely a little different than what was already there. And if you're like me and have always wanted to kind of see those animations for the player, like now you can do it, and I've always thought that was so awesome. But yeah. I've even got the SWAT stuff to even work. I'll show that here in a second. Yeah, but all this works. I've given even the AIs some stuff, like updated stuff to get it to work a little better for them. Just because I was messing with a lot of the attributes, changing numbers around to get the players to look pretty good like this. You wouldn't believe the amount of math that was going into that, but I got the AIs to work. They were kind of broken there for a while, and I was messing out with the numbers, but their cover all still works. You have to kind of make some spawn. Like the Chai boss dude, because I've been kind of working on him. Just kind of see how they fight, go into cover and stuff. Goddamn. They're not exactly doing the strafes right now. They're too busy running around like chickens with their heads cut off, but let's see. He's still going. Yeah, he went into cover just now. Seems to work. Now, obviously, this is mostly just for looks. I mean, you're gonna go to take cover, and sometimes you're gonna get shot. I mean, unfortunately, that's just GTA. That's kind of what happens whenever the AI are taking cover. You realize they're easy to shoot because they're just kind of strafing like that. It gives you the option to shoot them. But sometimes it does save you, so it's random on how it works. But like, see right there, I just got pretty much demolished with those bullets. But it seems to work pretty good though. As you can see, my brother's melee combat mod's in there. When I do some takedowns and stuff like that, just kind of enhances the combat, I feel. I love his mod. His mod's been getting really updated, and he's been doing a good job with it. He'll come back. Damn you. Get up. I'm gonna do some takedown on you. Ooh, just like that. Yeah. See, I'm getting shot like crazy. But it's just how it works. I mean, this mod's mostly just to make the style a little different. Just gonna kill this dude and we'll go into the SWAT animation. Alright guys, so now we're getting into the SWAT stuff, the SWAT cover. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the one-handed. As y'all can see, this is my GTA 4 SWAT character I've been able to be working on lately. I think it's turned out pretty cool. I've still got to fix the UV, which is like the movement under the arms. I think it's what it's called, it's UV, or the vertices or something like that, the influence. But I still gotta do that in 3ds Max. I always do that at the last point because it's like I'm putting the outfits together. I kind of like to see what I'm working with first and then fix what I want to fix. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the cover. That's why we're here. So we'll start with the pistol. We're gonna see if we can do the forward one right away. Sometimes it doesn't always do it, but there we go. Perfect. As you see, it works pretty well. He's got the same outros and intros as the other one. I can't really give different ones yet because it's like it only pulls from that one, but you know, for the most part it works. But I don't know if I've mentioned it already or not, but like the directionals don't always play right for this guy just because the animation's really fast, and also the fact that it's just directionals in general don't always move for the player because it just doesn't have that navigation tag, unfortunately. Like the AI has it, it's like minimum time navigating AI. The player doesn't have that because it's just he wasn't given it by Rockstar. But I really feel if he did have it, that would be exactly what it needed to guide the character around. But this is what we got to work with now. I mean, it seems to work pretty well. I mean, you see, it kind of like walks backwards, and I don't know if the sound's playing right now or not. I'm still new to this recording system, but you can still hear like the way he walks around, his boots actually walking on the ground. I couldn't get that to work before, but now it's actually playing, so it works pretty well. Yeah, see, like it kind of guides him there if it doesn't always make it. Obviously go to cover at a decent point. Like if you think that that's a good point right there, that'll work too, but sometimes he doesn't go to where you want him to, but that's also just another issue with it. But I've been trying to get it to work pretty well, but it seems to. I mean, look at that. I feel like it would definitely enhance the cover the way you got it. And unarmed, of course, works as well. I just kind of gave it the one-handed stuff just because, you know, the AIs don't have an unarmed, which is really stupid, but they don't. They just kind of use the players, I think, but they didn't even really use unarmed cover. So let me go ahead and do the two-handed stuff. And they've got all the same idols and stuff as well. I tried to figure out, I really did, I tried to figure out like the one-handed idols, and I almost had it, but it's literally just not, like the flag is not in there. Like Rockstar never added the flag. Like it's supposed to, I'm sure, say one-handed and like for like the idols, but it wasn't in there. And when I added it, it seemed to acknowledge that was there, but it didn't actually use it. And if you remember the melee weapons and stuff, they tend to actually have idols, so like right there it's kind of using the unarmed base strafe, which works just like one-handed. But see, like the one-handed idols work for the melee, so I figured, you know, why can't I make a pistol like that? And I did try that, but unfortunately you can't list it as a gun. It has to be listed as can be fired like a gun. And when I did that, it allowed the idols to play, but it actually broke the AI stuff in terms of like ragdoll, and like they just kind of didn't ragdoll at all, and when they were in cover they couldn't do the intros and outros at all, and that's really crazy. I don't know why that happened, but if it didn't do that for the AI, I actually probably would have left it, because then the player could actually do the idols and stuff, which would have looked really cool, because I added some peeking ones for the unarmed, which works for knife. I mean, let's see. Works for like a knife or like a hammer or something. Yeah, like see, he's just kind of holding it up to his neck like that, but also waiting to see who's around the corner. It's just a base idol right there. Let's see. I'm hoping he'll do the one idol that I like. He does a really cool one. These are all just base ones. Let's see. Oh, there's one like that, which looks cool. Peeking over the cover like that. This one, I love this one. I feel like it'd be good for like videos or like screenshots. Yeah. You could have some people standing in the background and it would just look really cool, I feel. Yeah, but yeah, there's different ones for each cover spot, like the right facing, like he does different ones compared to the left facing. See? He kinda does it like that. I tried to give variety in it. I didn't want him to do the same ones over and over again, because I know that gets kind of repetitive. I think the high cover, I haven't really looked at it yet. So, but it all should work fine, but let's see. I don't know what ones I gave him. Let's see what they were. These are all just base stuff, let's see. Okay, that's a peeking. He's just kind of looking around the corner. Just doing all the base ones. Let's see what we can do. I don't think I added the pin in there anymore because they just looked really bizarre. Especially if you weren't being shot at, it just looked really weird. I feel like these would work if like you're making a video and you just have someone stealthing around and there's not any gunfire happening or something, and you got like a knife with you. You can just kind of stand there looking around the corner, being cautious. Yeah, let's go into the right facing. Let's see what we have here. That's just the base. Let's see. Okay, there's one. I like that one. That one looks cool. Oh, holds it up like that. That's cool. I don't know if they're... Yeah, there's another one. Okay. I think the other side had other ones too. I don't know why I wasn't playing them though. It's just random, like I said, with idols. Like, they just play randomly. So it just depends on whatever it gives for that moment. But let's see. Okay, that's a different one. Peeks around the corner. I have a feeling that would get shot, but it still looks pretty cool. But as you can see, you know, the cover looks pretty different, and honestly, I like the way this is. I mean, I feel like a lot of people have really been wanting that, and I'm so excited to actually been able to be the one to make that. I mean, I've been modding for GTA 5 since probably 2018 when I got out of high school, but you know, it's just a hobby of mine. I love making mods for this game, and I don't really see myself stopping until GTA 6 probably comes out, and even then I'm not sure what I would really do. We'll see. But see where life is at that point. But yeah, the mods seem to be lurking pretty good. This cover one, I just was one of my favorites I've made. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you all some of the files and what they kind of look like and what you need to do if you want the SWAT stuff to play like all this one's compared to the AIs. I mean, you can actually have both, surprisingly enough, but you basically just can't have it for the same gun. Like if you want it to be a shotgun to have the SWAT, then it has to be listed only for shotgun, only for the shotgun. But if you want it to be like the, let's see, the Mark II of the shotgun though, like you can leave it the AIs and it will do all the AI stuff. I think that's what I have it right now. Yeah, see, it's still the AIs. So like you can play both. Like you switch to the other shotgun, you got the SWAT. Like it's different. And it's that way with pistols too. Like I've got the regular pistol, does all the SWAT cover. And then if you want, you know, the other pistol, then we got different cover. So that's gonna be the AIs, which works pretty well. I just love how that guides it in the cover. Like that is cool. That's exactly what the AI has, and I don't know how it even works, to be fair. It just suddenly started working when I was getting it to like play, and honestly, that's so cool. But yeah, I mean, I think personally for me, I love the AIs better than the SWAT one, just because it looks cool. Looks like they're actually like cowering from the bullets and being like, oh shoot, I gotta move the cover. You know, like I'm up, they see me, I'm down, type of thing. For those of y'all who are military members like me, you would understand that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You know how it works. But anyway, I'll get into the file stuff. Enough rambling. Alright guys, so getting into the next portion of which is the file editing portion. If you ever want to just add in manually the SWAT cover to play for certain characters or specific just styles in general, what you're going to want to do is go into your mods folder. I already had this set whenever you have the mod installed, but what you'll see in the weapon animations is, and if you want to actually add this for your own weapons, it should be listed under SWAT. Here we go. Yeah, this is the one I recently added in. It's going to be in the mod whenever you all install it. As you can see, the regular pistol is using cover, at move, at AI, at SWAT, one-hand aim. That's exactly what it needs for both of these portions in order for the pistol to say use the SWAT animations. If you want this to play for other guns, be sure to list the name here. If you want it to be a two-handed weapon, don't forget, you know, there's a difference between one-hand and two-hand. Like right here, the carbine rifle is listed as a two-handed aim, so it's using the SWAT one. And that's what kind of gets it all to sort of change. Yeah, you got the pump shotgun, so just kind of do that if you ever want to add a weapon in there. It can be anything. And once you add it in there, be sure to list this SWAT underneath your pet personality. So it's kind of like what my brother's mod has with his melee combat. You're going to go under here. So say if we want to look at the police, for example, this is the one that the police use. Where it says, you know, just regular stuff, it's probably going to be listed as a default. You'll copy this and you'll put, you know, I'll actually put enter. You click edit, go to police, say copy whatever's under there. It's probably just going to be default. But space it, paste, and we're going to want this to be SWAT, so just put SWAT. That's all you got to do. Pretty much do that for any personality you want. It will be listed. You actually don't have to capitalize that S. I just did it. That's just what I did. But you can list it for Army. I mean, Army's already got it for me. And I think that's what the SWAT actually uses. Yeah, they have their own. I mean, that's what I listed there. Okay. Yeah, so we got loadout SWAT, everything here for them. But yeah, so just be sure whenever you're adding it in that that's what you want to do. Click save whenever you're doing it, and that's all you gotta do for the cover. And then in game it'll be exactly what I just showcased in this whole video. But I hope y'all enjoyed and learned something about this, and I mean, feel free to edit this mod in any way that you can if you want to try and enhance it yourself. I'll have some text documents in the archive once it's uploaded. Once that's there, I mean, just look at how I've done it and just add in your own edits where you want. I mean, I basically just laid out all the scenarios, or all of the animations themselves, and they're all listed in here. They all work how the AIs does. If you want it to work 100% like the AIs, which I haven't fully mastered yet, you can go under, it's under mods, update.rpf, X is for data, and you'll go under tune. And this is where all the cover stuff is, combat tasks. That's what I figured out in this situations. You're going to type in task enter, and this is pretty much what I've been kind of trying to battle between task cover tunables. All these attributes, I've been trying to see a good blend out rate, a good max player to cover distance, just kind of setting them manually. The entry rate, I put it to mostly AI stuff for the player. And I believe, yeah, this is what it is. Prevent translation overshoot. If you put that to false, it actually does allow the animations to play all the way through. I don't know why, but it lets it, like, obviously overshoot the animations to where it plays all the way but doesn't guide your character to cover, so it kind of breaks it in a way. The AI have the ability to, unfortunately, like, do it while the player can't. So, and I believe it's because of this. Let's see if I can find it. I think it might be up here, actually. It's minimum time navigating AI, I believe. If I can find the line. It's somewhere in this mess. Here it is. Cover entry minimum time navigating AI. See, the AI has this, the player doesn't. I'm assuming that's actually where it is. That's kind of not allowing the player to play all the way through the animation. But I've gotten it kind of pretty close to that. So if you're okay with it being the way it is, then I hope you'll enjoy it in game. And that's pretty much it in terms of this mod. I'll try to make it pretty easy to install whenever it's in the archive. So hope you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.